Have you ever noticed that even when you're excited about making a positive change in life, like starting a new fitness routine, there's often subtle resistance that shows up. That feeling of wanting to retreat to your comfortable habits, even when you know that they're not serving you. This isn't just about being weak-willed or unmotivated. What you're experiencing is actually your brain's ancient survival mechanism at work. This is what psychologists call the status quo bias. Our brains are literally wired to prefer what's familiar over what's new. And this is even when the new option might be better for us. There is a commonly accepted theoretical reason for this. From an evolutionary perspective, predictability meant safety. Our ancestors who survived were the ones who approached change with caution. That caution is now hardwired into your nervous system as a protective mechanism. When you try to change your eating habits, your exercise routine, or sleep schedule, your brain essentially raises a red flag saying that we've survived this long with your current habits, this change could potentially be dangerous. What this shows that it's not rational, it's more instinctual. Understanding this can be liberating. That resistance you feel isn't a sign that you're doing something wrong or that you're not cut out for this transformation. It's simply your brain doing exactly what it's evolved to do. What it's evolved to do is protect you from perceived threats. So how do we work with this natural resistance rather than fighting against it? First, you need to recognize resistance as completely normal. When you feel that pull back to old habits, simply acknowledge it and say to yourself that it's just your brain's instincts at work and they're trying to keep me safe. By doing this, you're going to frame this, and by doing this, it'll reduce power over you. Second, you need to introduce change gradually. Your nervous system responds better to incremental shifts than dramatic overhauls. This isn't about lacking willpower, it's about working with your biology rather than against it. Thirdly, and this is completely crucial, you need to create safety around your change. Your brain needs evidence that the new behavior is completely safe. To do this, you need to start by making one small change and maintain it long enough to show your nervous system that this new pattern isn't threatening. Fourth, you need to use what psychologists call implementation intentions. These are very specific plans for when and how you're going to perform new behaviors. Instead of saying I'll exercise more, decide I'll walk for 15 minutes every day after lunch. This extreme specificity bypasses your brain's vague resistance. Finally, you need to practice self-compassion every time you slip up into your bad habits from time to time. When you perform harsh self-criticism, this will activate your threat response and this will make your brain more resistant to change. Speaking to yourself with kindness actually reduces the fear response, which would typically block your transformation. Remember, your brain's resistance to change isn't your enemy. It's a protective mechanism that's simply outdated for the many positive changes you're trying to make. So the next time you feel that pull towards your comfortable old habits, recognize it as a normal biological response, not a personal failure. And then what you can do to overcome this is take one step forward anyway. And what this will do is it will show your nervous system that this new path is completely safe to travel.